don't seem to have a prosecutor here. We'll get started. I'm here, Your Honor. Oh, there you are. Okay. I just saw him his iPad. All right. Let's go ahead and go on record on Wolf.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is case number 19 CR 169, State of Ohio versus Jeremy R. Woolridge. And you are Jeremy R. Oh, Mr. Woolridge, we lost your video there. Okay, there we go. All right, we have you now. All right, you are Jeremy Woolridge, appearing on the screen. Smart Jeremy Woolridge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this hearing is being conducted by Zoom. The defendant's attorney, Sarah Barber, she is present, and then also representing the state is Assistant Prosecutor Adam King. Ms. Barber, you and your client both waiving his physical presence in the courtroom, agreeing to have this hearing being conducted by Zoom.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Now, the defendant was originally convicted. Okay, I'm getting some feedback there from somebody. Hold on back. All right, let's see how that does. Nope, didn't. I think, Mr. Woolridge, if you would mute your volume, say when I, except when I ask you a question, because I think that's where it's coming from.
All right.
Yeah, I think it might be going through your radio. Nah, that's better. Okay, that's good. All right. The defendant was originally convicted of aggravated possession of methamphetamine, a 5th-degree felony, and was placed on community control back on, I'm sorry, wait a minute. He entered a plea of guilty to aggravated possession of methamphetamine and was placed in the intervention in lieu of conviction program on February 21st, 2021. Now, the court then received a notification and a motion to revoke that was filed on January the 6th of this year, and it alleged that Mr. Woolridge had violated Rule 3, Rule 4, Rule 11, and Rule 14. The court noted, actually I think there's others there too. Mr. Argino, I don't know if this came from you or not, but it's printed on the front and back, 2 pages, and the clerk's system only scans 1 page. So in the future there, Mr. Argino, make sure that it's filled out that if there's more than 1 page, it has to be on separate pages, can't be front and back, because that second page may not have gotten scanned. So, okay, anyway, there's also a Rule 15 violation on page 2. Now, the court notified Mr. Woolridge of the alleged violations and set a matter for hearing, appointed Ms. Barber to represent him, and this is set for an evidentiary hearing. Now, Ms. Barber, have you had the opportunity to talk with Mr. Woolridge and discuss this motion and the allegations?
I have, Your Honor.
Does he wish to have a hearing, or is he going to be making some admissions?
I've gone over all the violations with him and his right to a hearing. He's wishing to waive his
recording
right
in progress.
Okay. Now, Mr. Woolridge, I didn't say this earlier, but if you need to talk to Ms. Barber at any time, since you're not in court next to her, just let me know and I can put you and her into a breakout room where just the two of you can talk alone without anybody seeing or hearing you, okay?
All right, Your Honor.
Okay. So you've had an opportunity to discuss these allegations with Ms. Barber.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that you have a right to have a hearing in which the state may present evidence that proves to the court's satisfaction that you committed these violations. You have a right to have her cross-examine the witnesses the state offers and to present testimony on your own behalf. You understand all that?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And in the event that it's found that you have failed to comply with these conditions, then what will happen, if you recall, originally when you pled guilty, your case was stayed, you weren't found guilty because you were put into the intervention program. And in the event that it's found that you have failed to comply, then the court will terminate you from the intervention in lieu of conviction program and then your plea of guilty will be entered as a finding of guilty, and then the court would order a sentencing hearing to be conducted at a future date, and an updated pre-sentence investigation. And at that sentencing, that could result potentially in a prison term of between 6 and 12 months, fine of $2,500, and a possible license suspension of 6 months to 5 years. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any questions about the allegations or what's involved here?
No, sir.
You have any questions about any of your rights that you have to a hearing?
No, sir.
You have any questions about the possible penalties that could, and results could occur if you are found to have violated these conditions?
No, Your Honor.
You understand all of those?
Yeah.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to make these admissions here today?
No, sir.
All right, then for the record, I'll read these, summarize these into the record. The allegation and motion to terminate based upon the notification attached to the motion filed January 6, 2022, alleges that you violated Rule 3 and that you self-affirmed to pleading treatment at the counseling center in April of 2020, but was unable to provide proof. And when the officer contacted the counseling center, they would not confirm or deny that you had been there and completed treatment. Rule 4 is that you failed to report to the probation department since August 9 of 2021. Prior to that, the last report was March 18, 2021. You were called to reschedule, but then no show or called to reschedule again. Rule 7, that you tested positive for THC marijuana on August 9, 2021, and admitted using it on several other occasions. And Rule 15, which alleges that you, again, failed to provide proof of treatment at the counseling center when directed to do so by the officer. And it looks like you got a copy out on January the 5th of 2022. All right, so you understand those allegations, Mr. Woolridge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you admit or deny them?
I admit them.
All right. All right, the court then will find defendant guilty of the charge of aggravated possession. As charged, the stay is lifted, and the court will order that the matter be referred to the probation department for an updated pre-sentence investigation report. When would he need to come in to see Mr. Polk, Mr. Archima?
Just give me a call when we get done, Jeremy.
Okay.
We'll get it set up, because you gotta pick up a packet as well.
Okay. So you can call immediately, as soon as we're done with this hearing, you can call, and we'll set the sentencing hearing. March the 3rd at 1 o'clock. And bond will be continued. All right. Anything further from council?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then so you go ahead and leave the hearing and sign out. We'll call the probation office to get your appointment, and then we'll see you on March the 3rd. We'll be doing that by Zoom as well.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Next case is State of Ohio versus Shannon Wilson. Case number 21 CR 151. State of Ohio versus Shannon Wilson. You are Shannon Wilson. It says you're connecting to the audio. Can you hear me all right now, Mr. Wilson? Okay, Mr. Wilson, can you hear me all right? It says it just looks like you're losing our signal there. Okay, Mr. Wilson, can you hear me now? Mr. Wilson, can you hear me? Mr. Armentrout, do you have his cell phone number?
I do, Your Honor, I'll try right
I was
now.
gonna say, would you text him and tell him to hang up or disconnect and try to reconnect, because he keeps losing. It says he's connecting to audio and, we're not getting him. He may need to move locations, get a better signal maybe.
Yeah, hey Shannon, they're having trouble getting you connected to audio.
Yeah. Tell him to sign out and sign back in.
Shannon, you need to sign out and sign back in, okay? Alright.
He's walking to a different room. Okay, Mr. Wilson. Oh, okay, then he disconnected. All right, I cannot hear you, Mr. Wilson. It says you're connecting to the audio. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now, Mr. Wilson? I think his microphone's muted. Maybe his speakers as well. I don't think he's connected. He's not. Is he trying to get in from his house and, is that where he's calling from? He lives in the courthouse, doesn't he, or Fayette County? Yeah, he lives in Stafford Road. Actually, that's in southern Fayette County. Hey, Mr. Armstrong?
Can you hear us now, Shannon?
He can hear us, but I can't hear him.
You can only hear me, Judge, because I'm on the phone with him.
Yeah.
Shannon?
Tell him to check his speaker. His speaker apparently is muted, or his volume is low.
Then check your volume and your speaker, whether it's muted or not. I can hear you, but I'm on the phone with you.
Now, look, he's losing his audio all the time here. All right, Mr. Armstrong, I think what better do, if he's calling from home, he's on Stafford Road. That shouldn't be more than 30 minutes, so have him just drive for it. And we'll, I'll continue this to, say, 2 o'clock.
Well, let's see. Shannon, can you still hear me? Where are you right now? Did you hear that, Judge?
No, I can't hear anything.
He's at work in Columbus.
All right. Well, here's what we're going to do then. I'm going to reset this, and he's going to have to appear personally, because we can't be doing this. He should have a better signal than that, I would think. But the other problem is, I think he's
In person, okay?
yeah, his phone's not working. Because I can't hear him. There's his microphone's off apparently, and he can't hear us.
You can only hear me, Shannon, because I'm on the phone with you, right? Well, Judge, he says he can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's something wrong with his microphone. He needs to go in. Of course, if he's on the phone, You know, there's, on a computer, there's a couple different settings, but,
I'm gonna hang up right now, Shannon, see if we can get one more shot here, thank you, all right? Can you still hear me, Shannon?
no.
Well, I think maybe, Shannon, just nod your head if you can hear me.
He can't hear you. I don't think he can hear any of us.
All right, we're calling back, Mr. Armitrout. Let's do this. Let's do. Let's see, we don't have any trials now set for the 24th, right?
Monday. We're good.
Yeah,
All right.
we're good.
What's your schedule look like on the 24th, Mr. Armitrout?
The afternoon is bad, but, I've got an appointment in here at 9 o'clock, it's about a half hour's worth, and then a probation, I don't have to attend that, so, I can do anytime after, 10, I would say.
All right. Well, let's do, have him come in and we'll continue this until, Monday, January 24th at 10:15 a.m. in person. And if you would call him and tell him that he needs to come here in person, because, I hate to have missed work, but I'm not gonna, be able to count on his reliability of his service up there. He's having technical problems, obviously. Yeah.
Before you sign off, Judge, I'm gonna call him and tell him,
Yeah.
see maybe we found something while we're still here.
Okay. Well, he's not responded to any of our conversation, so.
Therefore, well, I said he could hear you, but that might have just been through my telephone.
I think it was, yeah.
All right, Shannon, so you checked your microphone and everything else, is that right? All right, so I'll try and get you, a notice, but I'm gonna tell you right now that we're gonna reset this for Monday, January 24th at 10:15. And that's gonna be live in court, so you have to come to court, because you can't take a chance on, another technical glitch or whatever. So, have you got a pencil there? What's your? You've tried everything you can think of, right? Judge, do you have another hearing this afternoon?
Yeah, I have one at 1:30 and another one at 2:30.
Well, I'm gonna have him log out, and he's gonna check his settings again, just for the heck of it.
Well, if he can, figure it out, we'll go ahead and do this. I mean, everything should be easy to
Your Honor,
do.
is the plea form in the court's file for this?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, I have a plea form, and then I also have proof that he's enrolled in treatment now.
Shannon,
okay.
so it's Monday, the 24th, at 10:15, and that's in court live, okay? So you have to be there, so I'll write that down. But I want you to log out and then try and log back in one more time, maybe you can figure out what's wrong, but it's on you. Well, Judge, that's a thought. He can hear you, Judge, through my phone. What if I put my phone to the speaker and then he can hear you that way? Can we do that?
No, because I can't hear him and it won't record.
Oh, it won't record, that's right, okay.
Yeah, so that's not gonna work.
Just log out then. You've got the time for Monday. Log out, try and log back in. Check your settings and whatever.
Check it, you need to check his microphone, because I think his microphone must be muted.
Is your microphone separate, or are you using your telephone to do this? Well, you might make sure that however you unmute your microphone, I don't know where the button, I don't even know where it is on my phone, but you can check everything and then, all right, go ahead and log out and we'll see if you can get back on in a few minutes. All right. I don't know where would the mute, where is the mute button?
Kinzer is here to be conducted by Zoom. Ms. Kinzer is appearing from the counseling center.
He's doing a hearing.
Her attorney is Sarah Barber, appearing from her office, and appearing from his office, Assistant Prosecutor King. Defendants charged along with 3 other co-defendants with breaking and entering and theft. This is a first pretrial, I think final pretrial is February maybe 16, and we have a trial date of March 10, February 17 actually. Now I see, looks like there's been some discovery provided here, or demand for discovery was filed, I guess, a couple days ago. And have you provided that yet, Mr. King?
Yes, Your Honor, we complied yesterday.
All right, you received that, Ms. Barber?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, do you anticipate any pretrial motions?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, was a written plea offer also received?
Yes,
You've not had a chance to discuss that with her, I assume?
I have not, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, are there any other matters we need to discuss at this time? The next pretrial will be by Zoom as well, Ms. Kinzer, on the 17th of February. And also, you need to give the counseling center release information so your attorney can call that in there and get hold of you. Because without a release information, they're not even allowed to tell her you're there or not. Even though she's your attorney, the HIPAA laws are pretty clear on that, so make sure you do that. And do you have your own phone that you can take calls on, or do you have to get calls through the center?
During certain times, they'll have to use their laptop.
Okay, all right. Well, when you have a chance, you might want to give Ms. Barber a call as well, so she can talk to me about the matter. Okay, thank you very much.